You must be wondering, what is going on with CRNA schools, CRNA programs, nursing programs in the healthcare field, especially during the coronavirus? Are you at risk of not getting accepted? Are you at risk of not going to school? Well, in this video, we're going to talk all about that, so definitely keep watching. My name is Christine, and welcome to new videos. If it's your first time here and you want to become a CRNA or grow your CRNA career, start now by subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss anything. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on, especially during the coronavirus. It's a virus that's basically a huge pandemic that's going across the world, and a lot of people are concerned. What's going on with CRNA schools? What's going on with CRNA programs? What about clinical sites? And I'm here to give you a little bit of information about it. So currently, many programs that are I'm focusing more on like CRNA programs. So a lot of the programs are suspended or not suspended, or a lot of the programs are online. So saying, for example, you are a senior and you're finished up your clinical experience, or you have classwork, didactics. So in regards to classwork, a lot of the classworks have converted to being online driven, homeschool driven. So a lot of students are doing work at home. We're doing more online lectures. It's more focused on the online. Now, in regards to clinical base, that is of course a big concern, especially if you're a senior graduating, or even in general you're in a CRNA school. So some schools, basically a lot of them, I could say, 90% of the schools, depending on the area, because more areas are more have more cases of the coronavirus. So those areas are more strict with any type of going into the hospital and being exposed. So therefore, for example, where I'm working, a lot of the students are not coming to clinical. In that case, some students may have difficulties reaching their numbers, meaning that they need a certain amount of cases to graduate, especially some certain cases are specialty-based versus numbers. Depending on the program and depending on if you didn't reach your numbers in time, you might have to basically do your clinicals. Maybe the program might be a little bit extended to in the future, when everything gets better, then you have to go back and finish your clinical hours or clinical cases. While there are some students who are in clinicals and maybe they're seniors, but they already reached their numbers, so they're not really concerned. So even though yes, they've reached all their numbers, therefore it may not be as a burden on that specific student in clinicals right now. But students who are basically juniors, maybe who've just started clinicals, it is a delay in clinical hours. A lot of the school classes are online. So that's the way it's been going and trending now, because especially think about this. With anesthesia providers, we're very we're expert in airway management, and so we're in the airway. And you gotta remember, this virus, I don't know a lot about it, but I know the basics of it, that a lot of people are asymptomatic. They're not showing any symptoms. So give you an example. Maybe they're coming into the hospital, they have no symptoms, but they're a carrier of it. Same, for example, they have to intubate a patient for example, a gallbladder surgery. And now I have to be in their airway. I'm at high risk for contracting the virus. Not saying it will, but there's always a risk. But we wear masks at my institution, and also we use something called an N95 mask, which is more safe. And we're very mindful about hand hygiene, cleaning our anesthesia area, also the circuits and everything, and we have these specific filters on it to help protect us. So yes, as anesthesia, you're at high risk. It's just that you're at risk. So that therefore schools, they're liable. They don't want you to get, sick, especially spreading it to all the students, spreading it to all the other areas, in the hospital, especially maybe transferring it to other students in other specific areas. Saying you go to school, you go to clinical, and you come back to school, and then you go, into institution. There's also a risk of transferring it. So therefore, a lot of things are now, to be safe, they want you to be home, they want you to be locked down, but do things online, which is, I think it's kind of good. It's kind of changing things up, and you're still getting your information, you're still getting your lessons, your learning, and so therefore I think it's it's safe, and it's always better for not transferring the disease. So definitely things have been switched up. Every program is different, and so some programs might still have classes in school, may have clinicals, but most of the schools are more online based, and clinicals are suspended temporarily until things are more under control. And in that case, I don't know for sure yet what's going to happen. Maybe the programs might be extended a little longer to make up for your cases. So we'll see actually what's going to happen in the future and see how things are changing. In regards to applying to CRNA schools, now I'm guessing right now things might be delayed or things might change. So definitely if you're thinking about going to CRNA school and applying, deadlines may have changed, so therefore you may have an extension, or even being accepted might be an extension. So definitely, keep positive, keep motivated, and focus on yourself, focus on keeping healthy, focus yourself starting to study, and get yourself ready, and get yourself a really good skill set. Prepare yourself for CRNA school if you are in that case, but just be aware that things might be a little bit delayed, and in regards to acceptance and applying and deadlines. So depending on the school, that might have changed. So if you are currently, experiencing coronavirus in CRNA school, or maybe your program suspended, or maybe you're taking online classes, definitely comment below. I want to hear what's your experience and what's going on with you. Definitely share that knowledge with everyone. So if you want to learn more about CRNAs and how to grow your CRNA career, definitely click one of these videos over here, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
My mom is great CRNA, so kick the like button and subscribe in the channel. Bye.
Bye.
You're a good teacher.